Welcome back. We are following breaking news right now of flash flooding in northwest Georgia. New drone video here showing the impacts of flooding on fields. Here's where all of this is unfolding tonight. A state of emergency declared for Chattooga and Floyd counties. That's about 80 miles northwest of Atlanta. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston is live tonight in the hardest hit Somerville area. Yasmina, what are you seeing?
Yes, Savannah, well, I can say that it is a lot more quiet now than it was earlier today, even though it is still raining a little bit here in this area. But we did have the chance to speak with emergency officials earlier who say it's been taking teamwork from all of them to make sure that people are remaining safe.
I was rough. Woke up this morning and it was flooded everywhere.
Images like this showing high, fast-moving water flooding parts of Chattooga County. In some areas, the water waist deep, damaging property and shocking this community. Marcus Tutt says he's never seen so much water taking over around his home.
Never in my life, ever. Yeah, it was bad.
Chattooga County Sheriff Mark Schrader agrees, as some videos show the massive amounts of flood water even inside of homes and stores.
I've been here for 47 years, and I've seen a creek beside where I grew up today, and I have never seen it out of banks to the extent that it was today.
The rushing water washing away parts of roads and making some streets impassable.
He says we was basically trapped in. We pretty much, every road we hit, we had to turn around. So, yeah, power was out for a good, 8 hours maybe.
Governor Kemp declared a state of emergency for this area as officials continue to assess the damage.
We have just been overwhelmed with support from different areas throughout the state.
And officials are urging people to stay off the roads if possible, just to make room for emergency vehicles if they need to get to certain areas to clean up or to help anyone. And from what we've been seeing so far tonight, most people are following those orders. Savannah?
Yeah, Yasmina, some of that video was just so compelling. I do want to talk about some of the road conditions you're seeing right now. What does the area look like?
Yeah, so where we are right now is more so in the downtown Somerville area. So most of these roads are clear and there is some traffic coming through this area. But earlier today when we were out on more of the county roads, that's where we were running into most of the problems. And that's also where residents say they experienced most of the problems as far as washed out roads and also, of course, standing water in some of those roads, making them impassable.
Yeah, you know, Yasmina, one of the things I'm noticing from this footage is that it seems like there's not really many buildings around it. It really does seem like a very rural area. How does that play a role into some of the struggles that these residents might be facing?
Yeah, and like I mentioned, a lot of those struggles are out on the county roads where we spoke with residents who say they tried to leave home once they realized what was happening, and then they would get turned around from every direction just because there was a bridge that they couldn't get over or because there was standing water maybe in another direction. So that did make it difficult for a lot of people to get around and try to get to safety coming from their homes, especially out in those rural areas.
And Yasmina, I know you've spoken with officials, you've spoken with many residents as well. I know some of the things that they've told you, you've shared with us, but what is the overall mood? Are people hopeful or optimistic at all through all of this?
Yeah, they are hopeful and also thankful for the emergency first responders who have come in to help. And the sheriff did tell us earlier that they've had a ton of assistance from other agencies who've come in here to help as well. One of the things that we did notice just driving around is that a lot of the restaurants and stores are, of course, closed because they experienced damage on the inside or plumbing issues as well. But still, the people that we did run into who were out and about were in good spirits and just thankful that so far there have been no reports of any injuries.
Yasmina, thank you so much. Stay safe out there. We're thinking about you guys.